Yes, it's that time for another edition of PKE Readings. Let's begin with a little viewer mail, shall we? Joe asks, is that the same voice actor from Garfield doing Dr. Peter Venkman's voice? Yes, that is actor Lorenzo Music, who also did the voice for Larry, the crash test dummy, in a series of public service announcements.
Get up. Safety belt test at 9. Hurry.
Not another windshield taste test. Count me out.
What? The old pro backing down from a motorhome?
Nothing like that. I'm just tired of trying to convince people to wear safety belts. No one's listening.
Safety belt saved Barbara Mandrell.
Along with Garfield, Lorenzo Music also did quite a bit other voice acting in several animated series. In fact, the whole cast of the Real Ghostbusters is a cornucopia of extremely talented voice actors. Maurice LaMarche, who voiced Dr. Egon Spengler, has been part of such programs as Pinky and the Brain, Inspector Gadget, and Futurama. And mind you, some of these cover several incarnations of these shows. One thing that he may be most famous for, and not credited for, is all of this.
Did you hear that?
Then we have Frank Welker, the voice of Ray Stantz. This guy has been working in animation for decades, long before the Real Ghostbusters even came along. He is the voice of Fred from Scooby-Doo. He has also been voices for Transformers and G.I. Joe. Once again, covering several incarnations of those series with many others. Just about any time you might hear a baby or an animal in a film, chances are pretty good it's Frank Welker. And then, as Winston Zedmore, we have Buster Jones, who replaced Arsenio Hall after a couple of seasons when he went on to do his talk show. Buster has a voice acting career, not quite as long a list as the others, but he was the Black Vulcan on Super Friends. He also appeared on Transformers and Defenders of the Earth. I know there are some people that didn't care for Lorenzo Music as Peter Venkman because of the whole Garfield thing. But to me, he may have not sounded like Bill Murray, but he sounded a lot like Peter Venkman. Way more than Dave Coulier, who sounded like Bill Murray, if Bill Murray delivered every line as his lounge singer character from Saturday Night Live.
I'll probably hate myself for asking, but why?
In this installment of PKE Readings, we'll be taking a look at the episode Play Them Ragtime Boos. Now this episode kind of holds a special place in my heart, because you see, though it debuted in November of 1987 in syndication, I actually saw it 11 months earlier on home video. Because you see, what they did was they pre-released some of these episodes, the syndicated ones, on VHS. A company called Magic Window released several volumes of the Real Ghostbusters. I think these volumes may have caused some confusion with some classmates of mine, because I remember people, and mind you, this was pre-1989, before the film came out. People would come to me at school or stop me over in the park or wherever, say, we were at the video store and they had Ghostbusters too. I knew that was bullshit, but that was something that happened a lot, and I think it was because of these VHS releases. Because I remember several video stores in the area, they just had like a case, and all you saw was the spines of their like generic store cases with titles on them. So I think people saw that and maybe one was labeled Ghostbusters Volume 2 or something. And some people were like, oh, Ghostbusters 2! But, nope. Just the animated series, folks. We begin the episode with the Ghostbusters heading to Louisiana, just in time for Mardi Gras.
I wanted to fly, but no, you said going to Mardi Gras by car would be cheaper.
We are going to the International Parapsychological Expo at Tulane, Peter, not Mardi Gras.
Ray's found the guys a great hotel.
Just wait till we get to our hotel, Peter. Listen to this. The beautiful Hotel Boudreaux in the scenic village of Muddy Flat is a perfect vacation spot. It has excellent dining and recreational facilities, as well as first-class accommodations.
Perfect vacation spot, huh? Could I see that? This brochure was printed in 1925, Ray.
Personally, I blame the Trivago guy. Then they meet their hostess with the mostess.
I hope you all are not too disappointed, no?
Disappointed? Us? Don't be silly. We love it. I can tell we're going to enjoy our stay.
That night, a ghostly jazz band appears and begins to play a rousing version of When the Saints Go Public Domain. This really arouses Ray.
Yes, I am coming.
Look,
White people trying to dance. Egon noticed that this jazz business is causing time to go backwards. What the fuck is a record shack? What the fuck is a music store?
we're looking at a time slip.
You're into the time slip.
Marie arrives and throws some glitter around. Glitter! Herpes of the crafting world. Hey! Those were rentals! And then Marie fills the guys in about the mysterious Malachi.
The leader of that band is, or was, Malachi, the ghost of a trumpet player who died in 1942. He can control people with his music.
Why does this Malachi want to control people?
It's a long story.
That's okay. We're on vacation.
He wants to bring back the old days. If he can create enough magic music, see, he can push back time.
So what was that you dusted him with?
Gree powder. I am a mambo.
Really? You look so young.
A mambo, Peter, not a mama. She's a priestess of Vodun.
Popularly known as voodoo.
You do. My is the baby.
Of course, the Ghostbusters want to help. One hitch is they left their equipment back home because they didn't think they would need it. So they call Janine to overnight it to them.
Ghostbusters. Hi, Egon. Are you enjoying Mardi Gras? I mean the expo? Sure, no problem. I'll send it Super Express. Guaranteed overnight delivery. So, you miss me, Egon?
Sounds like Slimer got Janine's donut again.
So this time warp stuff could be a problem, huh?
Malachi sends the Ghostbusters back in time.
Uh-oh. The flow of time is breaking down.
I don't want to hear it, Egon.
Way back in time.
I don't want to hear that either. swim anymore. Get me out of this and I swear I'll never eat seafood again. This is a great little town you have here, but on the whole,
I think Preparation H feels good.
Our gear should have arrived in New Orleans by now. Winston and I'll go get it. We'll be back with the gear in an hour or so.
all right, now let's do some serious busting. Look out, Malachi, it's Gettysburg all over again.
They shipped our gear to the wrong address. It's in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
So the equipment's in Hawaii, but Egon and Ray have a plan.
Perhaps we can find enough spare parts at the Tulane conference to put together a proton pack and trap.
Come on, Ray. There are guys at NASA could do this on their lunch break.
Just one last connection. There. Got it. Here we are. A modified charged particle accelerator and an ectoplasmic containment module. Oh!
Are you confident that this equipment is operational, Ray?
Well, it's a little makeshift, but I think it'll work. Mess with the Ghostbusters, will you? Take that! Somebody's car alarm go off?
Ray, I think it might be best if you remove the proton pack for a moment. For your own personal safety.
Right.
Let's see, we have a PKE explodey chart, but, nope. Nothing about exploding makeshift proton packs.
What's plan B, Egon?
Guys, the kids?
Using my computer, I will program the proper anti-distortion vibrations into musical notation. These instruments should counteract Malachi's music.
Okay, fine. But who's gonna play him?
We will.
Egon puts his crazy plan into action.
Malachi's music is pretty powerful.
We'll match his rhythms with something even more primal and powerful. Rock and roll.
All right, guys, let's get down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chuck, it's Marvin. Your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
And wouldn't you know it, it works. Because science rocks!
Peter, won't you reconsider?
Listen, the emergency's over. Malachi's been defeated, and I'm going to Mardi Gras. Don't try to talk me out of it.
We end the episode with Peter boarding the short bus.
But Peter!
Hey, read my lips, Ray. I'll see you in New York.
Peter, if you just listen.
Why did you not want him to go to Mardi Gras?
Well, for one thing, Mardi Gras is over.
Missing out on Mardi Gras.
And the people at Super Express are sending us to Hawaii, all expenses paid, to make up for losing our equipment.
And Hawaii. 3 things I like about this episode. 1, the punny title. 2, a road trip adventure, getting the Ghostbusters out of New York City. And 3, a non-traditional resolution. They didn't have their equipment, so they had to come up with another solution. Though I do have to question the part about Malachi and his ghost band being some of the only black people we see in Louisiana. Damn, I'm out of Ecto Cooler. Wait! Next time on PKE Readings.
Blow the man down, matey. Blow the man down. Hey, way, hey. Blow the man down. Hey.
All right.
Thanks for watching!